the trickiest show jumping rings on the globe. And far more two riders. We have had ties for second place on the same time in the jump off. We even had moments where we didn't even have a jump off. Owen McMahon, 27-year-old. Round to the Liverpool, checks once, careful jumping from Milan, no, it's down, very light rub.
Okay.
And 6 to get home, and there's the finish, and he's well inside, he's 3 seconds inside the time allowed. That's all good for Owen McMahon with the Mila. Ömer Karaevli is next, the Turk with Maurice. Long on 7. Easy now, back off. But he's not going to make the time allowed, unfortunately. Ömer Karaevli, great jumping from Maurice, but he's out. And look at his time. Look at what moment he takes off at Casal Seguros at 38.5. And you saw in the turn that he was a little bit out of balance. And what happened there in that turn? This is the bonsai oxer. Comes round the bend here. And look what happens now. There she flicks her head a little bit. She starts dragging him. And I think he's just not, has her under the control. She's not really on the hind leg. Talking about those records, here is Edwina Tops-Alexander. And there is Jan Tops. Edwina Tops-Alexander, 26 podium finishes, 2. Jumps it with not much panache, not much swing, but efficient. And that means that she's also efficient for the time. And now she's aware that she has to keep this tight. This is a very tight turn. Keep your eye on the top rail, not at the Liverpool. Hold him at the front end. The 4 are a little bit long. She rides them well. How is she for the clock? 78 seconds. This could actually do it. This could be good enough, because the time is going to work for Edwina Tops-Alexander with one final fence to jump. Is this finally the break for the Australian? It is, and she's in. And we finally have a clear. Edwina Tops-Alexander and fellow Castlefield to be the first clear following 17 riders in this Grand-Prix of Madrid. What an outstanding round from Edwina Tops-Alexander and fellow Castlefield, struggling over the last few weeks and months to get clears on the board. But now when it gets really tough, the tough get going. And the tough one is Edwina Tops-Alexander. Philipp Schulze-Tophoff with Clemens de la Lande. He's a little bit struggling and going wide into the turn. He's not going to make the time. He's going to join Ömer Karaevli. Come on, Philipp, speed up. You cannot leave out a stride. He's not going to make it. Clemens de la Lande and Schulze-Tophoff, 3. Just like Ömer Karaevli. It drops him on 3 time penalties and puts him in second place. And normally, time penalties are gut-wrenching. Here, that is Christian Schou in the ring, his brother, Andreas, with Dark Deluxe. That's good, and the time looks to be good as well, but it's going to come down to tenths of seconds for this man to finish inside the time allowed. The vertical should be an issue. It's a long push. It looks like he's running on fumes. There comes Dark Deluxe, the time. He's out, he's out, he's out. 78.03, 300th of a second outside the time allowed. And Edwina Tops-Alexander, a sigh of relief, as Andreas Schou will not be in the jump-off. He is now second. This is Jur Vrieling, Long John Silver 3, NOP. Nobody probably. He's just minding his own business. He does sail over the back rail. Long John Silver bucks in, has to add a stride. He comes in very deep, mind the back rail. Long John Silver touches the back rail. Still going, still going. Vrieling. The time, 78. He's not going to make it, is he? There's Jur Vrieling, and he's outside the time allowed because of the buck and the extra strides into the triple combination. 0.82 of a second. Exactly the buck, exactly the added strides. The playfulness, the fitness of Long John Silver kills the ambitions of Jur Vrieling to go clear. And he is third now. Pushes Philipp Schulze-Tophoff out of the podium. We have a winner, and for the first time since 2019, Edwina Tops-Alexander wins the Launching Global Champions Tour Grand Prix. Does it for the first time in her career with fellow Castlefield. And Andreas Schou completes the podium with Jur Vrieling behind him for the 7th time in 3rd place. What a Grand Prix in the Launching Global Champions Tour here in Madrid. 9th place for Simon de Lestre, but just one clear round.
You were clear time, no jumping faults. You were 17th to go. Did you expect to keep the lead the whole way through?
Absolutely not. I mean, I really didn't know I was the only clear. I thought there was 1 or 2 before me. I was so focused on myself. I almost couldn't get to the first jump. So I had to make 1 more, and then I was very worried about the time. He's not the fastest horse, so I really have to focus on this. And I really thought there would be a jump off. This happened in Monaco one time years ago, not with me, but it was a tough course.